Good morning. Welcome to day 4 and vlog number 4. It's a sea day, so there's lots going on. Here is what's coming up.
Such a rude bunch of people. Got a drop of rosé. That's gone straight to my head. Look at that beast. Not quite how I'm used to having escargot.
So, welcome to day 4 and vlog number 4 on this absolutely glorious sea day. It is wall-to-wall sunshine right now. Today I will mainly be filming the ship tour this morning, and I'll see what other trouble I can get into. It is an early start tomorrow because after what seemed like it was never going to happen, I got my Saudi visa approved yesterday, ready for our visit tomorrow.
Whilst I'm filming the ship tour today then, it would be very remiss of me not to point out the telephone box here on deck 6. So this is the famed entryway into the Speakeasy Bar. Get your hands on that token by all means necessary and experience what most of the passengers don't get to throughout each cruise. Within throwing distance of the telephone box then is this venue, Pizza and Burger. As the name suggests, you can get either of those items right through until midnight every night, and it's a really good addition to the 2 buffets on board. I tried the pizza here on day 1 and it's pretty damn tasty. So if you want some decent pizza that MSC is famed for, then pop right in. Well, I've certainly worked up an appetite after all this filming so far, so before we step up to the buffet to take a break and have some breakfast, let's take a look at one final venue here on deck 6. Very popular with guests, this is Jean-Philippe Chocolate and Cafe. You'll see these huge sculptures made out of chocolate showing off their work. There are machines here where you can design your own chocolates, and then you can get selection boxes so you can buy the treats.
Okay, so I'm taking a brief pause in filming. I've done decks 5 and 6. I've also filmed a bit of the buffet as I'm up here. I took a brief pause because I needed to pop to Panorama Lounge, which is on the aft of deck 7, to get my Saudi visa printed off, as they don't accept an electronic copy. So it's really good of MSC to agree to do this for everybody. Maybe in the future Saudi authorities will allow electronic copies, but for now not. Lots and lots and lots of people, and I mean the vast majority of people that applied for visas, have only just found out that they've been approved or declined, as the case may be, 2 days before port arrival. I did kind of make my mind up that I was going to have an extra sea day and a lie-in tomorrow, so hey ho, give with one, take with the other. I'll take that any day. If I get to get off the ship and see a few sites that I've never seen before, there will always be sea days on ships. But yeah, you don't get to go around Saudi and the love market in particular every day. As I've said, I'm in the buffet, and I've gone a little bit American today, so I've got some mini waffles and some pancakes and some, not quite crispy, but some bacon and some maple syrup. So take a look. Right, that should keep me fueled up for a little while. I've got the welcome back meeting at 11:15 on deck 8 aft. It is now 10:45. I'm just going to see how much of deck 18 I can film in the meantime.
Whilst we're up here on deck 18 then, let's take a quick look at one of the 2 Bridge of Sighs on board. This one connects the 2 sides of the main buffet on deck 18. Pretty cool, huh? And just before we pop down to deck 8 for the captain's meet and greet, let's take a quick look at the beautiful Zen pool area on the aft here of deck 18. We are then down on deck 8. This is the welcome back on board meeting or captain's meet and greet. Lots of people in a confined space, all pushing and shoving.
I have to say, I have never been amongst such a rude bunch of people in my life. So many people just pushing you out the way to meet a senior officer on board. They should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. What absolute beeps. Anyway, and breathe. Yeah, that was an experience. We had speeches from the various people on board in various languages. Got a drop of rosé. Don't normally drink during the day, but I've made an exception for just one glass. Oh my God, that's exactly why I don't drink during the day. That's gone straight to my head. Woo, could be fun filming today. Look out for a bit of wobbly camera work. Well, more wobbly than usual anyway. So partway through the ship tour, and I've stopped in Sweet Temptation because I've seen it online before I visited, and I've been trying to get into it for the last 4 days. So I'm here and I am having the Toasted Fluffernutter Freak milkshake. The display version looks really good. Let me just show you that. So this is the superstar that's just made my milkshake. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, 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 hello. Right, I need to get stuck in, but you need to see this first. Look at that beast. Okay, live taste test, this better be good. I'm going in. Wow. Okay, that's good. That's incredible. Woof. If you are coming on this ship and you're considering visiting Sweet Temptation, or indeed any of the future ships that have this on board, or if they retrofit any other ships and bring this in, then I highly recommend, if you are in Sweet Temptation, the Toasted Fluffernutter Freak. It is priced at €14. Yeah, really, really good. Highly recommend.
Back outside on deck 8, and I'm not sure about you, but this isn't something that I see every day. A dow boat in the middle of the ocean.
That looks quite rough. Not sure I want to be in that little thing. I hope when I go on my dow boat on Thursday it's not that choppy.
Now that's pretty much all of the ship tour film now. After some chill time in the afternoon, it was time for dinner.
So, for the very first time this cruise, I'm actually in the main dining room. It's Bubbles, it's table 646. It's gala dinner night tonight, or elegant night, so let's take a look at the menu. So yeah, so just to explain, the first night I didn't do dining in the main restaurant because I was absolutely shattered because I hadn't slept the night before on the flight over. So it was a very, very quick trip to the buffet, which is unlike me, and then I slept for about 9 hours. So tonight is the first time that I'm doing the main dining room. So looking forward to this. Let's see what comes out. Okay, the food train has left. We are off to a start. So I have got, for starter, the brie. And the escargot. Okay, so the starters are done. I have to say I've been rather spoilt the last 2 nights with specialty dining because they were not the best. Not the worst thing I've ever had, but the escargot was in a puff pastry, almost like a minced snail pasty. Yeah, not quite how I'm used to having escargot. And then the brie, a little bit chewy and not hot. So I've got the duck now, so let's hope that that's a little bit better. So here it is. Does look rather tasty, I have to say. So I've got my 2 desserts. The duck was pretty damn good actually in comparison to everything else. Not quite the Michelin star food that I've had earlier this cruise, but I'll take that, it's really nice. We have now got 2 desserts. Before I do that, I just need to get round to my melon ratings. Mr. Rowland only has himself to blame for this. So, for the starters, I would give them both probably 1.5 melons each. For the main, I'd probably go with 3 melons. and I will let you know about the desserts and how many melons I may be able to give them shortly. So let's take a look at them. There is the baked Alaska, flown all the way here. And that is the after 8 one. It looks like it's had a bit of an accident to me. Is it just my imagination, or is there a bit missing from that? I'm sure it would taste lovely. Right, I'm going to dive in and I'll let you know on the melon and Richter scale afterwards. So the baked Alaska was absolutely superb. It had coffee ice cream, really, really like that. I would give that 4 melons. The after 8 dessert, just the 3. It was okay, and a little bit disappointed that the bit of the chocolate on top had been damaged. So yeah, just want it to look spectacular when it comes out, so it's a little bit disappointing that it wasn't to perfection. So that is dinner done in the main dining room for the first time, and I'm just going to pop out to deck 8 aft now, and I might see if I can catch the palm tree show at 10. I was due to be in the theatre at 9:15, but I got completely sidetracked and I've missed that, so I've rebooked that for 11 o'clock tonight instead. So I have got a free hour or so. I can't have too much of a late night because I'm up. The tour is at 8:30 in the morning, so I need to be off and at the coach for 8:15, I believe. So I'm going to be reasonably sensible tonight. But the good news is it is just 3 hours. So although I'm off and on the tour at 8:30, I'll be back on the ship for 11:30. So I've got all of the day to enjoy, which means I can try out, hopefully, the dry slide, the wet slides. Right, so let's see what tonight has to bring next. So that's dinner in Bubbles restaurant done. That's the palm tree light show done. I've moved the show in the theatre to the 11 o'clock one, so that's all sorted. Okay, it's time for a rant. I must be well overdue. So tonight is elegant night, and the stairs are popular for people to take pictures anyway. But when it's elegant night, you cannot get by any set of stairs because people are on there posing for photographs. And when this ship is full of go up to go down on pretty much 6, 7 and 8, it makes it impossible to get where you're going without having to stop and wait for somebody taking their own photos on their bloody phones. So it's time to head up to bed, ready for Saudi in the morning. Thank you so much for watching yet again. If you've enjoyed, then please do give me a thumbs up, and do consider subscribing to the channel to allow me to bring you lots of extra content. Until the next episode, thank you again for watching, guys. Good night now.